Hey y'all, I'm going to talk about Fantasy Lover by Sherrilyn Kenyon. Love this author. She's pretty much, aside from Stephen King, the only one that I buy in hardback because I do reread it. This one here I've read 5 times. Maybe more. I don't know. Anyway, the story is about Grace. Grace is a nerd. She's very introverted. She likes to read. She's very quiet. Now, she's best friends with a Devereaux, and if anyone has read Sherrilyn Kenyon, we know Devereaux are outlandish, crazy, loud. This is not the first Sherrilyn Kenyon book I read, but it is probably in my top 10 favorite by her. Now, the hero, his name is Julian. Julian is from, if I can remember this, ancient Greece. Spoiler alert, his mother is Aphrodite. His brother is Cupid. Okay? But Julian did a bad thing back in the day, and he got cursed. He was put into a book. Now, the thing about the book is, on the full moon, you say a certain incantation, and he's brought out of the book. The curse is, he's a sex slave for the next 30 days. You can do whatever you want with him, whatever you want. Okay? Now, Miss Grace's profession is a sexual therapist. She helps couples. She helps people that have a deviant sexual life, or whatever you want to call it, like people who need help in that area. So for her, this is an insult because nobody should be subjected to that type of lifestyle. So she sets out to fix or help him. In this book, you get to meet Chiron, which is Julian's best friend. He's also the first dark hunter to find a mate and be freed. What's a dark hunter? Well, this is not a dark hunter book. Okay? That's a different series. This is just a random book that she published. You get to meet Ash, who is the leader of the Dark Hunters, one of my favorite characters. It's funny. There is some adult themes in it, so there's a certain age limit. It's exciting, and I love how she has integrated the Grecian pantheon. And in later books, she integrates the Egyptian, the Syrian, Sanskrit. She integrates a lot of the ancient belief systems into her books. She makes her gods and goddesses human. Like, privately, I'm not mainstream religion. And let's just say my friend and I, Sam and I, we continuously say Apollo's a butthead. I'm trying to refrain from swearing. Not that I'm turning over a new leaf, because I like to swear. But I know people watch this. So it's an interesting look at people in the past. When she does her memory flashbacks, you can feel what life was like in ancient Greece or ancient Egypt or whatever realm she's in. In later books, she's in dark realms. But in this one, you get to see an emerging queen. Because this book was written before she became who she is. Like, she is, 90% of the time, she's in the top New York bestsellers list, top 10, when she has a new release. She's a fantastic, she interacts with her fans. This book is subtle. It's a really good book if you want to test the waters to see if you might be interested in paranormal romance. A lady, I recommended it to her at work, and she decided I was crazy. She read the book, but she decided I was crazy. But she was an older lady. If you do not like strong language, adult situations, or outside the box thinking, you're not going to like this book. Now, you fall in love with Grace, you fall in love with Sunshine, you fall in love with Julian. Sunshine is Talon's mate. That's in a Dark Hunter book as well. You fall in love with these characters because they are solidly built, and they bring to you a certain nostalgia. Like, for me, I'm a nerd, so I immediately loved Grace because she reads. I love everybody that reads. But she's also wants, I don't want to say save, because she doesn't want to save the world. She wants to help the world. And you fall in love with Julian just because you feel bad for him in the beginning, and then you realize Grace is exactly what he needs. So I highly recommend it, especially if you've never read this type of genre. It's gentle enough that you can be like, okay, I kind of like it, so what's next? It's also like non-aggressive in its form. And by that I mean you're not pushed beyond your limits. I don't know how I'm trying to say it. I just know that the writing is gentle enough that you can enjoy the book without putting much thought behind it. Okay, guys, if you have any recommendations on books, just let me know. If you have any suggestions on how to make my videos better, also let me know. I really appreciate y'all watching. Have a good day.